What's interesting to me now is I have no idea where this audio file is actually, or this video file is actually going to save. Anyway, we're going to need a really good recap because I didn't record the last one. Who's all beat up on the
I think I'm the only person who hasn't done the recap.
I haven't either.
Well, we don't. Yeah, not everybody needs. It doesn't. It's just basically not doing them in a row. But does it benefit you to do the recap? I guess is more what I'm curious about, or should ask.
Would it benefit other people for me to do the recap?
Well, the benefit of the recap.
The question is, do you have conditions?
Yeah.
I have a condition.
All right. Then, if you'd like to do.
I've heard that.
So easy, these jokes. So easy.
That's harsh. You're her parents.
So bad.
I don't want to do the recap.
I got it from you, Dad. I got it from you.
Oh, that's just...
That's fair.
I got it from Alice. She got it from Sue, who picked it up. Sorry.
Mom, what are you doing?
She's
Tom
singing.
Lehrer.
All right.
Tom
So
Lehrer.
when we last left our heroes, recap page 1, first panel, yellow text in a box. What did happen last time? You might want your dad's notes.
Oh, I was just my own memory, which is why it was going to be a hilariously inadequate.
Oh, go for it
But
then.
very appropriate to you.
Yeah, by all means, do it in character. What does Harry remember about the last 4 hours? Because it's basically, it's the events from when you got out of school until
Pizza.
until pizza and the agent's guy waiting down in the lobby.
It was weird.
Totally unrelated. I may need to go AFK for a few minutes. I'll let you guys know when that happens.
Okay. School. I went over to crash at Jason's place for a few hours before we were all going to meet up. Is awesome. And I was wandering around looking for food. And I found a picture of the jet was in the Sepia verse, which Jason over saying that was his family jet. That
Must be nice.
in getting close enough to the time that I went to pick up food and everyone came over. Jason was stressing over lots of stuff. We met Jason's
Well, let's just
Dad.
summarize. He's stressing about a lot of stuff.
electronic weird thing. Very weird.
That was not my dad.
Pizza.
You're not my dad. You're not my real dad. Was that everything Harry remembers?
Pretty much.
It all ends up pizza.
So
Pizza is very important.
we didn't get. So what isn't in that recap is the ongoing conversation via Power Pony between Link and Ghost Girl, or rather Ghost Girl having a conversation with Power Pony in the coffee shop while Power Pony is texting Link and 14 other people about the fact that she's sort of casually having conversations with two superheroes, envy me, witness me, and playing it so cool, but she is literally losing her mind She's on like 6 different Snapchats and half distracted and managing to keep up a constant chat conversation far better than I could, with both Link and then also talking to Ghost Girl during the whole thing. And there's a
And then
few,
don't forget Adam showing up in the middle of the couch.
and Adam. Oh right, and Adam teleporting. Adam randomly teleporting into not randomly, I guess, but wishing that he could just be where he needed to be instead of having to take the bus, and it suddenly working, which was awesome and terrifying. And then Jason, reassuring everybody that don't worry. I mean, it's not like anybody can just teleport in here. At which point in time, Ghost Girl steps out of the shadows.
I love how Harry remembers the pizza, but not the fact that he just teleported in.
He remembers stuff about himself.
Basically, all I did last game was the jet and pizza. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We'll try to fix that.
And then, of course, Ghost Girl does not scare Adam when she shows up.
No.
Or does not intentionally scare Adam when she shows up.
Well, yeah, and there. I think we can have off camera or while this conversation was going on, like you guys stepping into a separate room, and it's like, just give me a low grade thing, and testing with Link, give me a low grade one, and Link going, well, that was awesome, and then going, wait a second, that was awesome. That means it isn't remotely scary. Oh, that didn't scare me. Crap. All right, I need to rethink this.
Is it me?
Um,
Ever think about that, Link?
Well, and the thing is, I mean, I enjoy the, I guess, existential realization that Link as a teenager is having, is that, the fear he's feeling isn't actually like a jump scare thing. You can't treat him with jump scares because that's not what, it's not like Adam got spooked by, Leatherface.
He's also
What,
a
you're
metal
saying
fan.
that being spooked by Leatherface and existential dread aren't on the same scale?
No, they're not. The Monster Show.
Damn it.
I might keep that for a villain group. I'll just keep that picture as a. No, I won't. Anyway.
They beat you to it. They did a movie in there that they appear as the villains in that movie.
Really? Wow. Okay then. I think that was most everything.
Well, aside from
Go ahead.
The strange discrepancy that the AI.
Oh, right. Which was sort of
about-
the big reveal, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, that was a little trivial thing there, that the AI, which hasn't been updated with information since my dad died, doesn't have any information in it or access to information in the system about Buretovia, even though it should, and it insists that no, there was no information to be in there, even though we all know that there was, that Buretovia has been around for a while.
Yeah, Wikipedia says so.
Yeah. And, the CIA fact book and all that other kind of stuff, all shows information for Buretovia. But the AI insists that everything is internally good with it, and it has no information from the last time it received any new information about that particular location.
I mean, there is information, and it mentions it in passing that it may need to review this with you. There is some information that your system was compromised fairly recently, but not in this data area, and no data was removed as such. It wasn't like no, our databases weren't hit, but there was apparently some sort of data compromise, or not data compromise, but the system was somewhat compromised relatively recently. But perhaps you already know about that, Jason.
Yes.
Do you know which one do you know about? Because there were 2 distinct instances.
One of them.
Yesterday or a few days ago.
Your computer plays 20 questions.
A few days ago, or the one 3 weeks ago.
The one a few days ago would be the one that that I know something about.
We might want to review that other one then when you have a moment.
Okay.
At this point in time, he's just the disembodied voice. He's not actually staying there because he faded out already. But apparently, he's still listening because that's not creepy.
And we'll call him Alexa. No, we're not giving him a name.
You're not.
Or not giving him a cute name.
I thought he was your dad, though.
He is not my dad.
That's his name, not my daddy.
You're back.
You know, that's not very nice.
Call him Creeping Death.
That's not good either. It's not better. Also, do your homework.
Done.
I don't believe it. Anyway, okay, so so what's been so there's been pizza. Link and Ghost Girl wandered out for a minute. There was some powers testing in the next room. There's been this conversation about this kind of thing. And Link, when you come back in, you notice there's like one of the TV screens, smaller one, kind of up on the wall, is like a security thing. It's still showing the. Actually, no, scratch that. Numa comes over and says, "I just wanted to remind you that Agent Waters is still in the lobby. In case you'd
Agent Waters?
become distracted." Oh, it's Link. It's possible Link's not actually there, and I'm talking to nobody because he had to go AFK.
I thought he said he was back.
Is he?
No, he said he was going.
Oh, you said he was
Yeah, he
going.
may not be back yet. All right. Well, we'll
Agent Waters will have to cool his heels a little.
just a little bit longer. I did want to parenthetically note, and I don't know, Margie, I put a little comment in on the thread with regards to the moves for the outsider as ghost thing, of kind of fine tuning the. One of the things that we didn't do with your mirror power that you typically do with the Kirby Craft thing is pick 2 strengths and 2 weaknesses.
Hold on a sec. Margie's having headphone problems.
Okay. It's all I'll take. I will say this. I don't know if it's actually anything's better or not, but Catherine is cutting out a lot less than she was. Like
I can hear you, so
Yeah. Because I was losing, usually every time you started talking, I would lose like the first 3 or 4 words every time you started saying anything.
But Doyce, now you're jinxing it.
Shush. I mean, yes, I am, but
All right, I'm back. Welcome back.
okay.
Welcome back.
So while all this stuff was going on and you guys were sort of having pizza and talking about the ramifications of the database being compromised and Jason's dad telling him that not Jason's dad telling him that there was another access of the system, compromised instance of the system about 3 weeks ago. I mean, it's not anything critical. It was in the inventory system, so I don't think any major damage was done.
That means there's definitely major damage done.
I'm sorry, I missed that because I was just helping Margie with her headphones, which hopefully are now working. They're now working. Okay.
The compromised system was in the inventory management for the Foundation, so nothing mission critical.
Oh, yes. Wait. Did I know that?
Dave knew that because Dave had answered the question.
Knew that.
I don't know
Okay.
that Jason ever actually knew that.
Ah, okay.
Been too busy moping about looking for.
Well, technically it's all the same.
system.
Technically it's all the same thing. Anyway, while that was all happening, and then Link went into the other room to sort of test that sound thing with Ghost Girl, and is realizing that existential dread might not be the same thing as jump scares. Came back in, and Numa came over to Link and said, I know you have a lot going on, but I wanted to remind you that Agent Waters is still down in the lobby, in case you wanted to bring that up. Link. If that is your real name.
I thought he was just hanging out.
Well, he's hanging out down in the lobby, waiting for you guys to summon him up to talk. Or go down to him, I guess, either way.
Oh yeah, we're not going to keep him waiting. So yeah.
Well, yeah, you might want to let Jason know because
Yeah, you might want to let me know before you invite Agent Waters.
No, it's fine. We'll let him in.
into your sanctum sanctorum.
Can you Agent Waters as in what kind of an agent?
I'm gonna go get him. Bye.
I thought his first name was Agent.
Numa will well yeah, so I let's see. So I know that we've done Japanese schoolgirl a couple times, but there's a Numa picture that I feel like I need to share because in my head, would she be presenting mostly as human right now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. She kind of has two modes. So combat mode would look. I mean, it doesn't have to be this one. This is one of the ones that Bill had shared in his Pinterest thing, and I kind of liked this as a whoops, too high. As sort of combat mode, and then this isn't quite right, but the more casual, still looks, So anyway, there's a moment there where Link kind of goes out in the elevator, and the camera or the frame shot is he's walking out past, and in the foreground is Numa still looking at the elevator, and then turns back to you all, opens her mouth, closes it, looks back at the elevator, turns back. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what's got into him. To explain briefly, if you don't mind, Agent Waters is a Aegis agent who has been helping Link. She's sorting through all the names she's supposed to be using, helping Link with his acclimation into public society, into public life, so to speak, and has been encouraging him to become involved in a group such as yours for some time, and has apparently arrived this evening with some paperwork to that effect for all of you, which I don't believe.
Yay, paper.
I don't believe I'm out of line in saying he's rushing a bit before anyone at Aegis has time to object to anything. So he's doing it officially and yet in an unofficial way as sort of a favor. He's a bit of a mentor for Link, and I think he sees him as something of a grandfatherly figure, or uncle, perhaps. Please don't tell him I said that.
Okay.
We're getting a visit from Uncle Waters?
Again, please don't tell him I said that. So he's mostly harmless. He's a nice fellow.
Agent Waters?
Yeah. Agent Waters, mostly harmless. That's his Wikipedia entry.
I like how it's mostly harmless.
So, well, yeah, he's only mostly harmless. So
he's an Aegis agent, so probably not really, but okay.
He's complicated. It's complicated. All right, I had a picture for him up before, but I made up, of course, a Plodogen character for him. So I'll just share that one because it's good too. There we go. Lovely
Nice.
little. Yeah, I liked it. So that works out all right. So he comes in finally with Link. He's got like a little valise. What's the big like? Hello, everyone. Kids, I guess. Did Link catch you up on everything, or I guess anything?
Blank stares from everybody.
Yeah, they know who you are. It's fine. Let's do it.
Right.
Hi, Agent Waters.
Yes.
What is it that we're doing?
I'm Jason Quill. Welcome to my home.
Mr. Quill, yes. Thank you for having me. I apologize for not contacting you sooner. I didn't. none of the numbers that the agency has available seem to be live lines anymore. Fortunately, our data is not entirely up to date, apparently. So I didn't have an easy way of reaching out to you on short notice, and it did need to be short notice. I apologize.
Why
for
that going around?
And he just kind of gives you a quizzical look about. I'm assuming you're saying the thing about the database not being up to date.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
Adam would never be that sarcastic.
Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, so you're in the public eye, and I wanted to see if there was something I could do, ages wise, to make you part of the official superheroic roster. Done the paperwork for that sort of thing, and I brought it over here so we can kind of get you properly blessed, I guess, if you don't mind the phrase, to get you, it'll let you in the future get as much support as you can, and also kind of keep you out of trouble in case things happen to go sideways with any of your activities that you might be doing in the future here. So, and he kind of looks around for a little. He finds this weird little kind of side table that's kind of the right height to stand at, although it's kind of shaped like an amoeba, like weird organic kind of rounded shapes to it. Not really good for anything except for holding drinks, and kind of folds the valise out. There's a button. It's remarkably little paperwork for this. There's really like 2 sheets in here. Nobody really needs to sign anything. I just had a few blanks I need to fill out so I could file this and get it on record before end of business day today. And so I just had a few questions. And I'm sorry. I mean, hello to all of you. Most of you I haven't met. It's a real honor. It's really exciting meeting new young heroes coming up in the city, trying to do their best, and it's always refreshing. We can get so jaded with this, and it's really great to see all of you out there, trying to do your best. It's really all we're trying to do, I guess. And he kind of laughs a little bit, chuckles, I guess. Completely dead air. He's fine with that. Right.
I'm just kind of staring at him.
Yes, you are, actually. Interesting point about that. He's got the most fascinating tie you have ever seen, Jason. It's the weirdest, it's a real subtle pattern, and you keep thinking it's kind of like a magic eye tie, which seems like the weirdest thing for him to be wearing. And it is fascinating. You just keep thinking if you can just stare at it long enough, you're finally going to get whatever, maybe it's a T-Rex, or maybe it's I don't know, some sort of source code joke or something. But you are just locked on that thing to the point of becoming non-communicative. And Link, you actually noticed this. What do you do? You've been looking away from it out of habit.
You want to button up?
Sorry, what? And he looks around. Oh, I am so sorry. He takes his tie and kind of tucks it into his shirt breast pocket. So it's kind of out of the way. So there's just a little bit showing, just the top. And what's that?
Okay, I'm back on.
Okay.
I wasn't able to talk for a while there.
I'm sorry.
He makes a show of being like the dumb guy. He's really not. He's very, very smart.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So Link is still.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that anybody else would. I guess our files aren't up to date in ways that I wasn't aware of. Interesting.
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed something here. Jason says.
Yes. Sorry. We went off on a little bit of a tangent there. This is just quick paperwork to sort of establish you as an official super group, super team here in Halcyon City. I just had a few. There's really just 2 blanks I wanted to fill out. I had one kind of penciled in. You've been mentioned. Your group has been mentioned a number of times on social media as the icons or the new icons. I didn't know if that was something it's actually sort of a name that we know isn't currently in use, and Aegis has sort of reserved it, so it's really easy to get access to that. I didn't know if that was something you were interested in.
No.
No. Oh.
And double no.
Oh. Okay. All right. Then he kind of looks at. He actually looks at Numa, who sort of shrugs, and gestures sort of like they have the floor, kind of back to the.
He knows where to look for the person who knows what's going on, and yeah.
He does. Well, no, he knows where to look for the person who kind of knows what's going on and is also being polite about it. So I take it given your reactions, I take it you've had some discussion about this. Did you have a name you preferred to have on file?
Yes, but first, I just, I don't usually sign anything without having had, more lawyers than I want to think about actually looking at it. And I'm not, with all due respect, Agent Waters, walking in here with some forms for us to somehow magically do something legally for us as a team. I'm not real.
I'm sorry.
Real cool on just doing that.
I may have not explained. You don't have to sign anything. This is paperwork so that we don't shoot you the next time you try to pull some of that cockamamie BS that you did a couple days ago.
Oh, and now we get the real Waters.
This is simply to make you legal, Jason. That's it. We need to have something on file that says you're people that we don't shoot until you become people that, change that.
Okay, well, that's an explanation I can understand.
So I just want to get you, I would say right with
list.
what I'm going to say, he starts to say right with God, and he stops. He goes, I just want to get you whitelisted. And I'd like to get you whitelisted under something where you don't have Aegis agents coming up and referring to you by some annoying team name. And also, if they want to if anybody contacts Aegis for public comment or something like that, and we actually make one, which doesn't happen very often, but if we do, again, we'd like to refer to you. We'd like to refer to you by name that you actually prefer. This isn't about signing. You're not part of any Aegis thing, any of that sort of thing. This is simply to get you on our best side because, frankly, we're a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with otherwise. And I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. It's possible the fact that you're going to be right with us may come as a bit of a surprise to some of the folks in Aegis, and that's fine with me too. I just want to make things as painless for you as possible. So nobody's signing anything. None of this is official beyond the fact that we're acknowledging that you exist and that you're okay.
In other words, you're opening a file on us.
No.
You're creating an official file on us.
Yes, that would be much more accurate. You are a clever girl.
Now she sinks into the floor. Oh, too much attention.
Actually, he doesn't quite say it that way. He says, you're quite clever for putting it that way. But yes, there's a file that exists. This file takes certain red stamps off of that file. I didn't mean to come off unnecessarily cross about this. I'm just... Numa says, it's a favor. Well, I wouldn't put it...
You guys, this is good for us. Let's just... relax.
I mean, as much as I wouldn't want to have anybody say anything. Not to put it too bluntly, I think the Quill Foundation's ongoing relationship with Aegis is clear enough that I wouldn't come here trying to get you to sign anything, Jason. I wouldn't be so forward. And honestly, I don't know that would benefit either of us at this point.
Fair enough.
This is just, I just want to do as much as I can for you. So, did you have a name that you'd agreed on? That you were interested in?
Well,
you guys all kind of look at each other like.
Everyone looks at Link and
I think we had this discussion on the forums, and I want to say that discussion kind of already happened.
I would like, yeah,
Sure.
it'd be fine if it was happening like over pizza, like some time. I'm assuming some time passed other than just what all that kind of stuff. So it can certainly assume to have passed. So yes, let's go with that. So the silence goes on for long enough that he says, "Is it going to be a secret?" Because
we are the secret team. Yes, that's
the secret team. The team that has no name. The team whose name must not be spoken.
the secret garden.
all 5 of them, and he waits for a bit and goes, sadly, all 5 of those options are already taken. Including the garden one, and that's his incredibly long story.
We went with symbols like Led Zeppelin.
The group formerly known as Secret Garden.
That's right. With just a little icon. Designed by the marketing team.
So you said the icons. We took it literally. We're literal icons. It's yeah.
Well, the idea that I think that kind of got tossed around was the menagerie.
And he
You want a drink?
the
Uncomfortable silence grows.
the only, so if you're facial expression wise, I just need you to basically take the picture I've given you of Waters and go with Tommy Lee Jones doing like kind of painfully bemused expression, like kind of like just pursing a little bit of his lips and okay, all right, menagerie. I mean, nobody's used that since the the 70s New Orleans, I think. So yeah, it's not going to be on file with anybody. So we can you want it's the menagerie.
Menagerie, comma, the.
Well, no, we don't do it. I mean, for this file, it's all right. We'll get that on the thing.
Oh, you've got a system that's smart enough to like drop the
Oh yeah,
particles in front of it so it sorts properly.
It shifts to the yeah. To be fair, that only went in last year, but I mean, I'm writing it down on paper because it's going to be on paper for a while anyway. The computer system is up to date because the computer system is smart enough because the computer system is being updated very slowly. All right, so we just need the.
By the way, I am enjoying the sequence of Tommy Lee Jones graphics.
What? All right, I'm missing them here. I gotta see if I get the pain. Tommy Lee Jones.
Because when you say Tommy Lee Jones giving that look,
He gives that look quite a bit.
He really does. Yeah, the pain. I gotta look at a couple more. The way he's doing his glasses is exactly what he's doing right now, though. So that's perfect. He's. We'll note, Link, that he's not averting his eyes in this either. And you're also pretty sure you don't normally see him wear glasses. So maybe that was what was going on before. It's his weird behavior. I gotta see.
Interesting.
I gotta see Bill's thing here. Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah, but a little bit more pursed lips, a little bit more pained, like, oh god, this is gonna be a tough sell back at the office kind of look.
Oh, somebody found the Japanese
Like,
ad.
yeah,
Awesome.
Take Bill's picture, take the picture that Bill shared, and combine it with the expression on his face when Harrison Ford says, "I didn't kill my wife," and he says, "I don't care."
I don't care.
And we're getting very close at that point. All right, one more blank to fill in. Team leader.
Got it.
Concord points to Jason.
Concord points to Jason. Really?
bought the
Jason's
pizza.
eyes widen and he looks around for someone to point at and doesn't see anyone that he wants to.
Now, funnily, I don't care. Yeah. And of course let's where are all the I want to know where everybody's looking, because Numa and Agent Waters are both pointedly not looking at Link, like really not looking at Link so hard.
Harry!
That would not end well for anybody. Let's just be honest.
Oh, I don't know. He's the one that's thinking about all this stuff.
Jason glances at Link and then very quickly looks away and looks at Harry, looks at Adam, looks at Ghost Girl, looks at Numa.
Also, Numa being team leader.
And
Looks thoughtfully at Numa for a moment.
And Numa's like,
then,
oh no.
Go outside and look at Otto.
and starts consolidating pizza from the different boxes into a single box.
It's your house, dude. Okay, just own up to it.
That's why I'm cleaning up the pizza, to do something to keep myself busy.
Okay, so you're the responsible one. You win.
Nice.
Trapped by his own pizza boxes.
If that's what people think is the right thing, okay. Yes, I'll be in charge.
Uh-oh.
Which is now very appropriate to show this other Tommy Lee Jones image that Bill put up there.
Server has been interrupted. Anything you do right now will be
Something. What's the symbol that Ghost Girl shared up there on the not that it's not cool or no, that's really neat. Did we lose everybody?
No, I'm still there.
Okay.
Antimony?
Margie shared like a weird little thingy bob.
Margie's having Discord issues
Oh.
again. Oh,
no,
Well,
it was connection issues.
oh,
Well, it's an
connection
alchemy
issues.
symbol. I know that.
We are the icons, you guys.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I get
See?
it.
I think it's antimony, but it might be something similar.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
symbols, not just the symbols. Cryptic symbols.
So, official leader Jason. We will need we will want at some point a contact channel for the team or the team leader that stays available. We don't need it tonight. Something to consider.
I'll give you my cell phone number.
All right.
That-
That's more than sufficient, actually. Thank you.
But I screen my calls, just so you know.
That's entirely fair. Seems. I'd be surprised if you didn't, honestly, given everything that you all have to go through.
And yet, Power Pony can connect to everybody.
Not everybody hasn't
She's
contacted
called Power Pony for a reason.
Power Pony. Why? Oh, there it is. What?
The Midnight Bomber, what bombs at midnight?
Here's Link if you put him in charge. I'm curious. Nice.
The Midnight Bomber that what bombs at midnight.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course
exactly.
it is. All right. Well, I don't have any advice at this point in time that wouldn't be completely unsolicited, and I don't know that that'd be terribly welcome right now. But please, since we're sharing out cell phone numbers, he gives you a little very, very plain business card. It just said, you know, what's his first name? Link.
Ted.
Agent.
Agent
Yes.
Ted Waters. Aegis.
Ah.
It's Agent
It's-
Ted Waters, Aegis, and
No. It's a business card. It just has a phone number on it.
You think
God
so?
Doesn't
knows
need
what
a name.
nanobot's on it.
No, that's the
In big
that,
bold letters, it says "Call this."
that's the cool Aegis card. He just has like his is boring. It's so boring. It's actually like
Yeah,
Cool.
his name would be Ted.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
probably 10 years old too.
Oh, yeah.
He's still going through the first 500 business cards.
That's awesome. He went through like 250 like in the first couple weeks, and then after that, it's just been really, really slow. Actually, just to tell you, yeah, he pulls out the card, starts to hand it to you, goes, actually, and he scribbles out the phone, the extension, and writes in the correct one. And then as an afterthought, he adds his cell phone number on it. Yeah, just make sure that's up to date there. It's fine. And you can email the cell phone number. I'm told that works as well.
We have a service.
We have some sort of we have a service. Aegis is weirdly like incredibly high tech, so far ahead of everybody else. Is crazy, and 1970s. Do you want the fax number? No, he does not ask that.
Telex.
Telex.
He's still got a pager. That's like his concession.
Yeah.
One of my teachers was telling us, you want to do something like typewriter. Yes. Because everyone here has used a typewriter before.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, with that, I'm pretty much done. I wish you guys good luck.
Do we get an instruction manual or anything, or
Oh.
we just?
Don't blow up the city.
If you want advice from Aegis and you'd like a little bit of assistance and advice, you can certainly reach out to the main office. And I might even be the agent that's assigned to it. I hope that I am. And but by all means, reach out at any time, and I will see what I can do. We don't have an official manual or anything like that, unless you're working as an official agency or Aegis agency, which you certainly can do if you like. So let me know if you do want that. Right.
Mostly, I'm just concerned about how often you're saying the syllable age.
Have I been saying Aegis instead of Aegis or something like that?
Well, just Aegis, agency.
So with that, and then he pulls off his glasses and tucks them into his shirt pocket next to his tie, and nods to everybody. Gives Link a kind of a pat on the shoulder as he walks out hesitantly, and then heads out.
I'll monitor him on the security cameras.
He heads right on.
As he leaves.
He doesn't even give a knowing wave to the security camera in the lobby.
To the security cameras.
No,
I know.
he's got that rather stoop-shouldered government employee walk. Ground eating yet somehow depressing.
Oh my God, you guys! I was just so worried about that. Thank you for not embarrassing me.
Really?
Okay, I'm glad
And-
we could.
Numa's entire comment on what you just said was, and walks over to a different part of the room.
No, I mean, I want to stress this. Like Jason, especially, like, man, that guy's like one of the most dangerous people who works there. He's the one who brought down my dad. Finally, and nobody else could do it. And that the tie he was wearing, the tie you couldn't look away from, he explained to me. He got it made. There's like a puzzle that only super intelligent people will notice and get drawn into. So next time you call yourself dumb, shut up. Because you're not.
Except I get fascinated by a tie, but that's okay. Thank you.
It's a tie that dumb people don't notice. It's a tie that ordinary people don't notice. Or smart people think it's just kind of ugly. Like only people with that high tier intellect will notice. It's a trap for people like us.
that where the rest of us kind of look at each other and
Harry goes, he was wearing a tie?
That's the kind of guy.
Harry's like talking
Okay,
around the
well-
pizza. What are we talking about?
Harry makes it easier to consolidate the pizza.
Hang on. I'm AFK for just 1 second.
Well,
There's
thank you
pizza left
for
to consolidate.
for that compliment. Well, I hope that didn't just get us into a lot of trouble, but I guess he seems to have your best interest at heart, Leo.
He's a good guy. Just trust him, please. I'm begging you.
How about I won't actively mistrust him?
That's all I can get for now. That's fine.
So, do we need to like have matching T-shirts made or something
No.
stupid like that?
No.
Or we should probably register the. Oh God, we need to register the domain name. And all variations thereof. Otherwise, horrible things are going to happen.
That's way more money than I got. Knock yourself out.
I'll have my people take care of that. God, I hate it when I say that.
you know, he's kind of cute when he's frustrated.
I see many, many cute days ahead of me.
Who does Ghost Girl say that to? Let it be Numa.
Oh,
You need the girl bond.
I think I'm gonna like just text that to just ask Link to text that to Power Pony.
Oh, good. I was waiting for her to like be suddenly behind me saying that into my ear.
Ask Link to text that to. Okay, she's not.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no real immediate response to. Well, I don't know. What can you actually convince Link to text to Power Pony about Jason being cute when he's flustered? I mean, I want to understand how you get through that particular firewall.
Hey, do you still have that patient with Ghost Girl? I mean, with Power Pony?
Yeah. What's up?
So she was bugging me about the guys on the team. Can you tell her that I said that Jason's kind of cute when he's flustered?
Can I just kill myself now, or do you want me to die of the shame that will invoke?
Well, it's not like I can do
I
it.
second the motion.
You're not even here.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that in front of you.
Okay. Do you know what fangirls are like? To be like two Superboys talking about how cute the others. No, it's not. It's not going to end well. It's not even going to begin
then
well.
how do I talk to her?
I don't know. How do you talk to her? Like, how did you meet her?
Bayonne?
Like in person?
Do you have a phone?
At the coffee shop? Why would I have a phone?
Do you want a phone?
Will a phone even work?
I do.
I guess we could try it.
Link will hand over his phone and be like, "Here, try it."
Okay, now this is a timeline thing. Civil War, would typewriters have been a thing? Just in terms of the keyboard layout and stuff?
Hold on a
Commercially
second.
successful was 1868.
Say that one more time.
The first commercially successful one was 1868. First concept was back in 1714. So if Ghost Girl is well educated, she would know about it, but she would not have casually seen one.
Yeah. I mean,
Civil War was 1861, so
the basic idea of the keyboard, like the letter layout, would probably be certainly not anything she was terribly familiar with, but she could slowly peck her way through a short message or something. But she can hold.
Oh, no,
it.
let me show you.
Until it got to the end of the line, and then she'd have to figure out how to.
No. Hit this little button right here, and then just talk to it. It's so much easier.
That's fair. Oh my God, some of these are. Oh, I saw a picture a couple days ago that was Lewis Carroll's typewriter. It was seriously, somebody Google Lewis Carroll's. Oh, there, it's kind of there actually. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 devices down is what Lewis Carroll's looked like. makes me want to stab myself. Like the keys curve away from you. So weird. Anyway.
You do not need Neil Gaiman's gazebo.
No, I did not need Neil Gaiman's gazebo. All right. So, actually, when you're looking at your phone, Link, you realize you've got about 15 DMs from, well, connection requests, and then, which I don't know if you have been approving in the process or anything like that, but also some DM messages and stuff coming into you. Mostly it's connection requests, like a half dozen of those, and then there's like 5 or 6 messages from @Heroes or Magic, asking if anybody knows where, if either you or Ghost Girl are still hanging out with Power Pony, because she's kind of gone offline.
That's not good. Yeah, this could be real trouble. Jason, we need a social media director.
So the thing you think is real trouble is the fact that you're being DM'd by people?
Yes.
Priorities.
It's not shutting off. It's not shutting off. The noise isn't going away.
Okay. Yeah, like when Ghost Girl's actually done sending her message, I'll look through them and just mass approve everything. It's fine. Have you seen her? No, I have not seen this person recently.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to bother you. It's probably, I mean, it's probably nothing. It's just a little weird. She doesn't usually.
Joyce, you are breaking up on us.
I'm breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Really?
I was afraid it was us.
Yeah, me too.
Did you shut this thing off?
It won't shut off. I mean, I can press the button, but it just immediately turns back on for me.
Hang on. I'm having technical difficulties here.
Wait, for once it's not us?
So I must have picked like the most esoteric of symbols because I'm looking for a translation of it, and I'm not easily finding it anywhere.
10 out of 10.
Oh, I know what I do.
Keeps doing it.
Huh.
Sweetie,
If you can find
Hey.
it by itself,
if
you
it
can
doesn't work, we'll
try
take
to
it
do a
to the Apple
Google
Store.
image
and
search.
they'll
No.
fix it. It'll be
It won't
fine.
take you to it.
Sorry. Someone's iPad's acting up. So anyway, all right. So, yes. Well, is there anything else do you guys want to cover this evening amongst the pizza? The pizza itself is really, there was not a lot of consolidation to happen with the pizza because Mercury exists. So the consolidation is basically all in my belly.
Well, I want to circle back around to this whole thing with Vurtovia, which
Right.
seems completely
Weird. Disturbing.
well, yeah,
Worrisome?
kind of a completely different track from what we've just been deep into with all this organizational stuff, but I'm concerned that either there's data missing that in this case the computer doesn't know about, or there's something else. Okay, this is going to sound really kind of goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, could it be that there's some sort of weird reality dimensional thing going on related to the Vurtovians? I mean, we all kind of remember that they've been around for a while, but
Yeah, I mean,
given that
vaguely.
they were sniffing around where Harry disappeared and Harry was in this weird other dimensional thing, it just, I keep wondering whether there's something more there than there probably is, and whether I'm just being paranoid about it. But
Well, if you have data, if there is data that wants to be in the Quill database, you have it quarantined right now, which makes it really easy to analyze because everything that's come in the last 2 years is in the airlock, data-wise.
You're breaking up some more, Joyce.
Am I? God dang it. I don't know why it would be. It seems really weird.
I'm sorry. Was that you, the GM, informing me of that information, or was that was that you, the GM, informing me of that information, or was that the AI telling me that, or?
That was me, the GM. I mean, I'm mostly recapping what the. I mean, but it's also.
Yeah, I know that there's information that's in quarantine. Now I'm almost afraid to send it in for
No.
fear that
I'm not saying that's the whole point. It's in an airlock. It doesn't need to be sent in. You can examine it in the airlock while it's still quarantined. Is what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I missed that last bit.
Are you okay? Okay, I'm on a hard line. I don't even know what I could even fix, as far as the. Hang on.
Well, I know that there was data that was queued up to go in that's been waiting for like 2 years because it's waiting for manual vetting through a procedure in the 3-ring binder that I haven't looked at. So I don't want to just suck all that information in without having some idea of what it's supposed to be vetted to do. And I'm also a little worried because if there's something that's making everything else in the world think something about Virtovia that isn't true, I'm afraid of letting that information into the Foundation computer. If that makes any sense.
What I'm saying is you can analyze it in the airlock without letting it into the Foundation computers.
Yes, that's true.
It's safe in there. It can't. I mean, it is just data, in theory. I mean, maybe it isn't, but it's basically. I mean, there isn't a safer. It hasn't gotten into the. It certainly hasn't gotten into the servers yet. So you get in a system that you get on a system that's only connected to the the airlock, so to speak, and basically look through all that stuff and see what's there. You could have. I mean, if you could have. You could look at it. Link could certainly look at it. Numa could. You could have the AI check it, but if you don't want the system looking at it.
Question.
Yeah.
What about me and my friends?
Ooh, you are a tricky monkey. That is a really good thing to ask.
I mean, because.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I wouldn't have known about it when I died, but there's people who died more recently.
Yeah, you didn't. You've heard nothing of Virtovia, but yeah, you could definitely go back and talk with your friends and ask. That would be like a.
So when did Virtovia? When did it supposedly? Existence?
About 300 years ago. When it's got. Well, did we just date it to the Civil War? So here's a fun fact. It would based on actually you've got a bit of a.
And where is it?
You've got that's another really good question. It's an island nation.
In the
that narrows
Atlantic,
it down.
Pacific, Indian
Mediterranean.
Ocean.
Wikipedia says it's an island nation. It isn't.
This is why Wikipedia is not a reliable resource.
It's not
the kindest, gentlest, most wonderful island nation we've.
It's not super specific, yeah. So here's the thing: it's supposed to, according to the public stuff, it's been around for. I mean, it was. It's showing. I mean, there's history for it back about. Oh. I don't know. Let me look up something here real quick. I want to get the dates right. $1820. It was nominally involved in the Franco-Prussian War, parenthetically, 50 years later, but 1820. You should know about it. You don't.
Okay.
So that's a clue.
So,
A clue.
So
Dave, last time Adam brought this up,
yes, I was
but
gonna say because there was that quote at the very end.
yes. So Adam can like ask the universal concordance things, and it tells him all sorts of crazy things, like the fight that Dr. Mandala had in 1992 that ripped the space-time continuum and created the Berenstein Bears and the Berenstein Bears. But
That's awesome.
yes. Yeah, he can do that. He's not going to offer it up lightly, but he can do it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not a dangerous thing to do, that would be another validation of something. I mean, after what Ghost Girl has just told us.
You kind of have three routes there. You can look at the database. You can look at the airlock, the data airlock. You can have Ghost Girl check things out. You can have Adam check things out.
No, I will say the whole reason Adam's kind of like that is just because he's like, an alien intelligence is going to implant information directly into my head. So.
And also,
so maybe not.
And also do a full body scan on the planet, which is, challenging.
Wait a minute. Did we go over this last week?
We did.
Mentioned
It's not me that's wrong. It's the universe.
Yeah. Well, that
Yeah.
was mentioned, and then you guys were.
Yes.
That was what the AI was saying.
I'm not damaged. Possibly the world is. Have you
And
run a diagnostic on the world? And Adam said,
Actually,
I think I can actually do that.
I could do that. Yeah, and then we didn't do anything with that.
Well, we
Immediately
wrap up.
did not immediately do anything with that.
Would you like Adam to do something about that?
Well,
'Cause
I think it would be useful, but I mean, I don't want to tell you have to if it's kind of this squicky alien thing in your head thing.
Well, I do have the burn to spend, and Adam certainly has the conditions to take. And we all know that Adam is at his best whenever he is, like, worn down with all sorts of conditions.
He is somewhat beacon-like in his desire to contribute.
I'd say go for it then.
So-
and Ghost Girl, if you can ask your friends, that would be helpful too.
Yeah, I can go do that. I can come back here in a little bit.
Do you
So-
want anybody to go with you, Gigi?
No, it's faster. Anyway, unless you guys really want to see my friends. No one takes her up on that.
We all look very nervous.
I'm
Go
not.
back to sorting the pizza.
I'll be the one who makes the comment that suggestion is met with dead silence.
All right, so
Silence has a grave.
We consider it gravely, yes.
Oh God. All right. So Gigi heads out to do that. Who do you think should work on do you want to work on the data, or do you want Link to do this other thing first?
I'm sorry, what other thing was Link going to do?
Oh, sorry, not Link. Sorry. God dang it. I don't
No,
know what it is.
Adam. I'm cool with Adam doing this thing. Does he need?
Adam has like some sort of
Need to do it out in
weird.
the middle of a field, or does he have to be medically monitored? Or
no, he can do it anywhere. It's just going,
you want to sit down in this beanbag chair? It's very comfy.
It's a really big
No,
one.
it's probably better if he stands.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this is this a fast thing or a slow thing or a?
Defrag.
I think it's fast.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Which thing are you doing?
Elemental awareness.
You put a bunch of these under passive moves that I don't know if they're necessarily passive
They
moves.
don't have rolls involved, so.
Oh, I suppose that's true. Spend 1 burn and mark a condition to open your mind up to the world around you with your powers. You can ask any one question about the world around you, and the GM will answer honestly. I mean, yeah, you could do this. Counts as the world around you, sure.
So, Dave, what's the question that Adam's asking here?
That's a really good question. Actually, I could do something similar, which is even scarier.
For yours, you really kind of want to be someplace where something happened, I think. For yours, though, Dave, wouldn't you?
I lost the
Oh,
object of that.
Wouldn't you
sense.
want to be? I think you want to be somewhere where something happened, wouldn't you?
It's kind of how I was thinking that it worked, but I mean, just from a rules standpoint, it's a vision about the situation at hand. So I mean, maybe I'll hold off on that until I find something weird in the data.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
So what question?
Has the history of the world been tampered with? Or I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
that's a good one.
That's awfully vague, though. Yes, 45 times in the last 3 hours. It's Halcyon City. It's basically constantly screwed with.
yeah, I mean, it's like, which do you want me to ask? It's like, where is the place? How long has it been there? What's, what caused it to come into being?
What is the history
True
of
history.
place?
Well, the question is, what does true actually mean in this context? What
That-
everybody else thinks it is? How the world is currently built to think it is?
Hey, truth does work into the universal concordance, so I think that sounds right.
What are you asking? What's the actual question?
What is the true origin of? And I'm gonna butcher the name of the country.
Bjortovia.
Bjortovia. What is the true? Did you say history or origin?
Origin.
Or do you want history?
Because in this context, I'm figuring the origin is either going to be it's exactly what history thinks it is, or it's exactly what we're suspecting it is.
Well, it's clearly magical because every time you say Vitovia, you get this cheap Russian accent. So there's something magical going on.
Every time anybody says it, they just switch for a second. Bjortovia. Yeah, dude. So I was like going over to Bjortovia, and it was the best time I ever had, man. I'm gonna go back to Bjortovia next summer.
Does their voice?
It's actually, yeah, it's like it doesn't matter who it is. It's the same voice. Every single person who says Bjortovia says it as though it's like
Hello, have you seen Rotobia?
voiced over by. It's like one voiceover for everybody on the planet. Nobody notices. It's the weirdest thing.
It's like the Allstate commercials.
Daddy, why don't the history books have anything in them about Bjortovia?
Sure. I mean, I can think of any number of ways that that we could get, like, the one word, monosyllabic answer from any question that I can think of to ask at this point. But
I'm not going to do that.
Getting something to help confirm that there is something is askew, I think, is the important thing. If we can figure out what that is, then all the better.
So I think, as soon as like Adam sets his mind to what it's going to be, that's a time when it's like all of a sudden his body goes like his body goes kind of like rigid for a second. He floats up in the air and his eyes just kind of like shoot up, like his head like shoots back and like little beams of light shoot out of his eyes. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
What's the color for truth? Is there a color for truth?
There is a color for truth. The color for truth is in my thing.
In your thing.
Truth is red.
Truth is red. So it's red light. It's red light pouring out of him. So
Roxanne.
So I will
He-
spin burn, and that's all my burn.
and
I will figure out the condition based on the answer I get.
Adam's mouth opens and the voice comes out, but his lips don't move. Like it's just open and sound is issuing forth out of it.
And it says,
That's
Bjorn-
how this like,
"Utopia."
Like that. We are here to give you the truth about
Six-
Utopia.
Like it's like 6 voices. Wait, how many colors are there?
3.
3. 3 voices say in unison, Bjortovia became part of this world on July 4th, 2015.
That's patriotic of them.
The textbook.
What's that? Say it.
Does that date have any importance to you?
Jason.
That was when. I think that's when my dad was killed, wasn't it?
Yep.
Think.
Dave wasn't sure. Jason is absolutely
Dave was-
positive.
Yeah, Jason goes more pale than usual.
July 4th, 2015 was the day that Brian Quill and etc. were sucked through a dimensional rift and vanished.
So Utopia came into existence in this world, or just came into existence?
Bjortovia became part of this world
Ah,
January 4th, 2015. I like how Dave's laughing. Jason's not laughing.
Jason is definitely not laughing. Well, crap.
And Concord, when you drop back down from this, what consider your condition, I guess.
Yes, no, I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
Concord's going to come down. He's probably going to see that look on Jason's face, and it's going to be like, "Oh, this wasn't a good answer, was it?"
I think he should have amnesia.
I think.
Who should have
Well, no,
it?
I don't think he I think he knows exactly the answer, but he doesn't know what happened in the intermeeting time.
Yeah, you
So-
have the answer now, but you don't know exactly like what happened during the
So
speech or whatever. But yeah.
we are checking guilty here.
Oh yeah, because you made him feel you resurfaced the family trauma.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Silence from everybody.
So when something left, something came in.
Numa's over. It's not conservation of mass. I mean, every man is an island, but I'm sorry, that was completely inappropriate. My apology.
But that would explain why they were sniffing after Harry, where Harry had popped out of this reality. They left. They came here.
Have you ever considered maybe you fell through the portal?
Wait, what?
Portal Inception.
Jason actually wasn't anywhere near the portal. It was up in D.C.
Or so I think.
Front lawn of the White House? Yeah. Or so you think.
Okay, well, this has gotten sufficiently weird.
Ghost Girl, you don't really even need to do a check on this. Unless you find a ghost that's been dead for less than 2 years, nobody's heard of it, Bjortovia. I can just tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and all the contexts that you have listed there, I think, are all relatively far
Hello?
back. Yeah, I mean, none of them are terribly recent. You can go looking for one,
Well, I have
or do you want to? You can
a
certainly do
couple that are. Let me see what my youngest one is,
that. Yeah, no
or
problem.
most recent.
No problem.
I have Linda Gordon.
Hmm.
She's from the 60s. She died in, I think, in 60.
No, sweetie, I'm sorry, I haven't heard of them.
But she would have. She was a photojournalist. So
Yeah, no. Dread
she would.
Queen?
That's something
No,
that
I
she would have
mean,
known.
oh, we would have been all over
Yeah.
the Dread Queen. I mean, that sounds fabulous.
Perfect.
But groovy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we would have been protesting the heck out of her. I mean, well, or not, maybe. Woman power, warmonger. Man, I don't know. That's a toughie.
So did they manage to get their history established just by changing the records, or by actually altering people's memories? That wouldn't necessarily affect. Well, Ghost Girl's not here yet, but it wouldn't necessarily affect the ghosts. But
The country's known for being
secretive.
secretive, but also quite technologically advanced as compared to most of the rest of the planet. That doesn't explain the mind hacking, although there is also a mystical that's not quite the word I'm looking for.
Keep getting better and better.
Yeah,
Esoteric traditions.
yeah. There's a mystical tradition on Virtuovi. They're known to have, like,
Spiritualists.
The monarch is called the Dread Queen. Okay, that's not like a high-tech society, science monarch sort of name.
It's a hereditary name, but yeah, it's I mean, and honestly,
heretical name. I like that too.
Heretical name. No, it's I mean, it's to my mind at least, it calls to mind like your basic Victor Van Doom kind of thing. So it's tech and there's also magic. There's kind of a mix of the both. I would say that they're more high tech than Latvia, but a little bit less magic. But I mean, you don't know much about magic, Jason. What you do from what you've encountered in the past, your basic thing is like some people can do spells, and if people need to do something crazy that sort of just doesn't really have a spell for it, then it always seems like they're doing some kind of ritual. And if they do a ritual long enough and hard enough with enough people doing it, they can pretty much do whatever, and unless you swing in on a rope and stop them. Now, you've got a lot of history with stopping rituals, because they all seem to be able to do a crazy amount of bad stuff. Like
all those crazy shamans.
It's like, we need to do something incredibly esoteric, weird, and specific ritual. And that's about all you know about magic.
Music?
Magic. You need a lot of people and a lot of practice. I mean, so they could do kind of a low grade hooju on everybody to go, yeah, Virtuovi's always been here. And all the specifics they'd go looking for and they'd find them. But again, if you actually look at the stuff on Virtuovi that's even like out there in the public, anything before a couple years ago is super vague. They've been active, which I've said already last session, they've been active for the last couple years.
Since like 2015.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Weirdly, last couple years. But that's when they've been much more active. And they've been spotted all over. I mean, their forces have been spotted. They're like cryptids. Cryptids? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people claim having seen them like in Tibet and Mongolia and Russia and the high steppes and Europe, Africa. They've been all over the place. So either they've got some really long range stuff or something. I mean, they must. But I mean, their flight tech and their vehicle tech is pretty well developed. So there you go.
crazy secret Hollow Earth society.
Ghost Girl, did you want to go looking for somebody specifically, or like
I'm sorry.
you didn't have anybody in any like close circle that you could really reach out to, but do you want to go?
Oh, do I want to try and find somebody that's newer,
Mm-hmm.
like around the 90s?
Well, no, you'd need newer,
Or
like
2000?
literally someone who's died within the last year or two.
Oh, to see what they say?
Yeah, because they would have. I mean, that might.
Yeah, I can find me a juicy one.
All right.
See if I have any in my photo montage.
Why don't you give me a? I would like you to assess the situation, because I think here this is kind of like. There's a question. What here can I use to get the answer that I'm looking for? Kind of a thing. Superior role. Doo-doo-doo. I like this GIF over here.
Okay, so what's the attribute there?
Superior. For this one.
Woohoo!
Look at you. All right.
Yeah.
So for that one, you get
Can I get a college professor or
you
something?
you can ask. You can get two. What here can I use to sort of answer this question? So yeah, you could find someone. Sure, college professor that. Tell me about him. History, or something completely unrelated.
Actually, he's international studies,
International studies. Oh, that's a.
but not politics. He actually specializes in agriculture.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we could kind of. I'm gonna vague this up a little bit, but
Most recently at the University of.
His memory of himself, or his ghost of himself, is still very impressed with his beard. He strokes it a lot. Virtovia, yeah, no, not an agricultural society. Very active militarily, island country. So much was done. Much is done with trade, and he rattles off some numbers, that sort of thing. They were lobbying for more trade agreements just before I moved here, so to speak. That's about, and he kind of squints kind of into the middle distance, and yeah, that's about all I can remember. They, island nation, not a lot of my expertise. Huh. I mean, you'd think I would.
He thinks he should know more.
Yeah, that's very. I heard something about you though. There's many little birds, little spectral birds, I suppose, whispering about you. You went out and visited a coffee shop. Went out and visited with some other people. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Inspirational, one might even say.
Are other about?
Well, I mean, not me. And he's one of the ones that you can see that aren't like you, that are very easily visible. But more of you from up on the hill, and he gestures in the direction where a lot of the...
Where it all went down?
Yeah. Some of them are talking and saying, well, maybe they should go on a bit of a vacation. Get away from the home. Say that again?
I'd have to talk with them.
I mean, I don't want to tell you your business, but it might be a good idea. People can get somewhat upset about that sort of thing. after
So,
all.
how about you? How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. Who would listen? I mean, and he's one of the ones that only other ghosts are really going to see. He's sort of just, aware, but
Right.
not can't manifest. Certainly not to the degree you can, but really any of the others from up there. So yeah, that's sort of things going on. What do you do?
To
What was
go
that?
towards my old I need to go towards my old stomping grounds.
Okay. Let me just pull something up here real quick. There is some more activity up there. Certainly a little bit more than you were, kind of used to.
Interesting that that's changing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's one word for it.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, there's there's movement up on a hill, but it isn't any of your friends. You hear this big stony kind of crack,
Oh, that's not good.
and kind of a yellowish sort of I'm getting another word for it. Sort of a yellowish kind of low flash, like a flat, like an old flash bulb. Again, I don't really remember if your technology, like your old tech, but certainly.
Yeah, there'll be not
kind of
bulbs, but they're flats.
Yeah.
The flush paper.
And as you get closer, you see this sort of weird. It's not exactly an armored figure, but like a figure that's got armor around sort of its form. Weird sigils on the armor and that sort of thing. If you look over at the Roll20 screen, and turns toward you as you get closer, and you hear this kind of like tinny, hollow voice from inside the helmet say, "There you are." What do you do?
This is so not good.
I mean, does it look substantial or insubstantial?
Yes, the armor is probably substantial. The form itself seems to be sort of energy in nature. I would say you would recognize it as being spectral, but sort of bound to a
armor.
Well, or bound
by the armor.
Either bound in, not really bound into, but bound by. And it has apparently been destroying headstones up here on the top of the hill.
How wooed.
Do I still have Link's phone?
I don't think he took it back, so yes.
Yes.
So, what would she do?
So on the front screen, there's a number of pictures of people down along like one side. Doesn't have any. The apps are all like hidden, but he has faces on there. One of them is for the how does Ghost Girl think of Numa in the context of who she is, what she is relevant to Link, all that kind of stuff?
Autonomous construct? I mean, to me, she's magic.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't. Well, it's interesting because she doesn't have an aura like regular people.
Mm-hmm.
but she's also not a chair either. She does have an aura. It's just not like other people. So no, yeah, I wasn't so much that. I was curious what Ghost Girl, like the Civil War era girl, like how she
Well, that's
categorized
why she
Numa.
thinks it as a magical construct.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't mean so much that like what how she mapped in relationship wise to that or whatever. But anyway,
I'm still struggling with that because I see no family almost at all around all of these people, which is very confusing.
yeah. And yeah, well that's I'm curious. Do you think of her as being like Link's sister? Sort of? Or does he seem to act that way? He doesn't act. I don't know if he acts that. I'm curious what you see about that. I'm just curious what she's the outsider. I want to know what her thoughts on that are. I'm just curious. Think about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Numa's face is on there. I don't know if there would be anybody else's that you would immediately. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have the others on there yet.
Numa's on speed dial for sure.
Okay. Try and touch the screen or do whatever I saw them doing.
Yeah, they poke the face. Seems terribly.
Solidify, poke.
It's the weird thing of like if you look at a picture and think of them. In this case, you actually get to talk to them. Hello.
Hold up the trump and you can speak to the person.
Yeah, hold up the trump.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Hello, Numa. I'm
the guy in the armor is approaching.
Central
By the way, he's about
here?
40 yards away, but he's approaching.
I'm just kind of pacing him, floating backwards away
Okay.
from the graves that he was destroying.
Okay.
There's somebody in my graveyard, making a mess of things and being really threatening. Darn it! I know I can take a picture with that. How can I make you see this?
Well, you're holding it to the side of your face, and this is actually a FaceTime. So I point the screen at them, and I should be able to.
You mean
just
the front of the
shine the shiny side toward whoever you want
see
me
my
to
hand
see.
symbols here.
What's that?
It's very amusing. She's acting this out.
That's
with the image on the screen. Yeah, with
yes. Show, and when you pull it away from your face, you can see that you can actually see her. Although, how in the hell she's projecting her own face? It doesn't exactly look like her face. Like her FaceTime is sort of a virtual face of herself that she's just sort of manifesting from inside her own head because she doesn't actually.
I wouldn't know that.
No, I'm just parsing this for myself. But anyway, no. Show my face. Point my face at them, and I'll be able to see it. Oh my! Yes. Well, shall I sound the alarm then?
I think that might be a good idea. Give him a little warning though, because it's definitely spectral under all of that metal.
All right. Yes.
I'm trying to move them. I mean, on one hand, the graveyard is good because there aren't any live people here. But obviously he was trying to. I don't know if he was just trying to get my attention or was actually after something there. So I don't want to be where he was. But the public area.
Right. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
so far, what I'm doing is the cat and the toddler.
Okay.
Are being just fast enough to keep the distance between us.
Yes. I completely understand that. And in fact, remember it rather clearly from all of your
Mist
head.
was an expert at it. An absolute. He never got so far away from the toddlers that they got frustrated. So they loved every minute of it, but he never let them get their little paws on him.
Right. All right. We'll be there just as soon as we can. All right. So tell me what you're doing while he's doing this. He's I'm so glad you are bringing your contaminated friends here. It will be so much easier to hunt them down. It's been tedious finding all of the living creatures with which you've had contact to take them out of the world. It'd be so very kind of you to bring...
Contaminated?
Indeed.
Why do you say that?
The dead may not have contact with the living. You have spread a taint that will only attract more of the unclean.
Rude.
Meanwhile,
Who are you calling tainted?
back in the back at the Quill Foundation, Numa's sorry, not to interrupt. Apparently, Ghost Girl Charlotte is under attack, and she would like your assistance at the cemetery as soon as possible. Anyone?
Dead silence.
Yes. Yes.
Move, boys, move.
Okay, to the
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Harry leaves nothing
Harry's
but
gonna
a
be
slice
there
of
and
pizza
resolve this
spinning in
before
midair.
Yeah.
Leaving a trail of pizza crumbs behind him.
You think I would waste food sex away?
Numa says to Link, "Do you want Otto or me?"
I sent you a whisper voice. Link is
Oh.
taken off.
Oh, Link is what? Is that? Whisper.
Sorry, I thought you'd actually seen it.
Oh, sorry. No, that's excellent. Oh my God, that's. She turns around to say something to Link, and Link's not there. That's. She actually just goes, huh. Okay.
I'm sorry. So did Leo go running for Otto?
No, Link's
He's long
not.
since gone.
Link's not there. Numa. No, you should go. I'll let Link know what's going on. I'll catch him up.
Okay. I'm sorry. So Link.
Link is not there. He left a bit ago.
Okay.
Link isn't available right
The-
now.
the
Please
G-
try again later.
The GM missed it. Concord, what are you doing? We all know what Harry's doing.
Yeah. So,
Remembering why eating 10 boxes of pizza is a bad idea before running?
Actually, I think you could just drop that sentence at just before running, and you'd be fine. What you doing, Concord?
well,
Or
You on
Jason?
mute?
Or Jason? No,
No.
he's thinking.
yeah,
Oh,
I am
okay.
thinking. Go with Jason first.
All right, Jason, what are you doing?
How far away is the graveyard from where we are?
20-minute drive.
Oh crap. Okay.
Need to get there quicker?
Yeah, I could probably get there quicker than 20 minutes. I don't know that I can get there as quick as I want to get
I
there.
mean, 20-minute drive in city traffic, obviously, but
okay.
you know, so 4 miles.
Oh, so I could grab one of the hover discs.
The Quinjets.
The Quill
well,
Jets.
you know,
Jets.
Quill Jets. No, I was saying some of those flying discs, flying platforms.
You really need to have like a very long, thin jet and just call it the Needle, and that would be amazing for Quill.
Oh my God.
Bump, bump.
Oh my.
He has a long, thin jet. It's just apparently in another universe trying to end, everything.
Build another one.
So, if I needed to hear anything in the last 3 minutes, I missed it. So,
No, it's all right. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get to you as fast as possible. Concord, what are you doing? Or you can ride with Jason. He's saying, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
Concord,
that would
come on.
probably be. Yeah. Concord tries to fly and is like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then he just kind of like goes to follow Jason.
Crap. All right.
I'll be honest with you, just out of character,
Uh-huh.
it would kill me with laughter if Adam, the 13-year-old kid, was like, "Yeah, oh, you need to get somewhere," and like uses his like hard light conjuration construct powers to conjure like a bus pass. He's like, "These powers are amazing."
So good. So good. Okay, so Harry is ripping through the city. Jason is. We're gonna get a hovercraft picture up here if I know anything about
Already
anything.
there.
Hover disc. There we go. And with Concord, Ghost Girl's in the cemetery already, and Link. Link is.
Link
Yes.
is missing.
No,
He's
Link
a
is.
missing Link.
Oh my god.
I can tell you guys out of character if that helps you speed up. It's up to you.
No, it's all good. Link used. He is. You're doing some sort of like. Huh. Once you get into the suit, because it's hooked into the same cell service and whatever.
Yeah, and Otto's got in-car service as well.
Oh, so you went down to Otto. Are you in the car, like heading?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we're driving.
Okay, so you figure out what, like, you track back through her Twitter account the last couple of posts that she made, and basically do a sort of a geolocation on where she was at that point in time. Totally illegal.
You could attach precise location to tweets. I assume she did that. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was hidden, but you kind of, unhid that or accessed it or whatever. And, it gets within the neighborhood. You start with the coffee shop and it's really pretty quick from there. You actually get to the location, and from there, you kind of like head one direction down the street and Otto heads the other direction down the street, and you find the cell phone laying there on the sidewalk. Or a cell phone, and it's locked. It's got a pin code lock on it or something like that, but it's weirdly, impossibly coincidental that it would be there. It's not like right in the middle of the sidewalk. It's on the edge of it, but
plus the Elements of Harmony decal on the back.
oh yeah, there's also that. Kind of a giveaway. But yeah, she seems to be not where her phone is, which is not good. And yeah, this works. So, and then you hear something say, "Oh, good, another one." And
Voice?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I heard you.
All right, good. Do. Here we go.
I'm sorry, that's Link heard that?
Link heard that.
Oh, that's not good.
This thing is walking down the street towards you. Looks like it's
Look,
in a.
it's Mr. Toilet Paper.
No, it's like.
It looks like
It's Mr. TP. Come on.
No.
it's like a straitjacket.
It's somebody who's wearing a straitjacket, like hospital pants. Whatever's waving around its head doesn't look like cloth, though. It looks more like skin.
You.
Horrified question mark.
I liked it better when it was Mr. TP.
You liked it better when it was toilet paper? I bet you probably did.
Man, with that mask, I was hoping it was Hannibal Lecter, but I know it's not now.
Yeah, sorry. We'll get there.
Nice.
Shoot.
So, yeah. So, yeah, Link. Oh, good, another one.
I'll turn around and look for Hussein and see this guy. Be like, "Oh, you want some, huh? All right."
Okay. And Harry, you arrive at the cemetery. You kind of quickly search it for Ghost Girl, which isn't that hard to find. And then this thing is closing. Before he gets there, though, Ghost Girl, what are you going to do? Because he is coming. Does he come after you or does he wait?
I don't know how
He-
much of an ego does he have.
He does he does something that he doesn't. He stops moving after you, and he does something. He kind of puts his arms out to the side and kind of down in sort of an angle with his palms up, or what you imagine to be palms. Your sort of brain sort of fills that in. And it seems to you as though the borders of the cemetery kind of glow that same yellow as his arms. Not intensely or anything like that, real faintly. Like the edge of an MMO zone. Like you can, like you're inside, you're like the edge of an instanced.
Yeah, like the walls in City of Hero.
An instanced outdoor zone. That kind of a little faint hint of a glow around the edges of the cemetery. Now we are adequately prepared. And right about then, Harry shows up. Mercury.
That's definitely not good.
Next to Ghost Girl. What do you guys do? What do either of you do? Ghost Girl, what do you do? You were there first. What do you do?
Well, I think he's just a yellow dog. I mean, really, how rude.
Almost literally, but yeah.
You know, I think that I think he should just leave us alone and go away. And
I'm sure if you tell him that real nicely, he'll go away.
And that's what she's sounding very affronted as you come up here. It's like, well, you're just unacceptable.
yes,
Terribly rude. Go
and
away now.
I do not like the way you're referring to my friends and acquaintances. And I don't think that you have any, what's the word, jurisdiction. So I think you need to leave.
Okay.
Man, if you can work in the words jurisprudence and habeas corpus next.
No. We are the only.
I don't think that's part of my Civil War slang.
We are the only ones with jurisdiction, especially when it comes to the tainted living. And with that, he kind of armored dude charges at Mercury, and the lightning is kind of doing it off of him, or the light, the light. I'll call it lightning on him is kind of playing out away from him over the ground, kind of plasma ball style, Tesla coil style. Like it's kind of like tendrils.
So what I want to do is put myself in front of Mercury.
Good luck on that.
I'll go through him if I have to.
That's fair.
And basically I'm just going to do as big a mind blast on him as I can.
Okay. All right. In that case, you're to drive him away. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, or break his concentration at the very least.
Okay. All
Distract him from Mercury.
I think that's a defend. I think you're defending Mercury more than you're trying to.
Yes.
All right. Then in that case, roll Savior for the defend move.
Roll that.
I'll take a look over here. See what we get.
Next, not that tab. There you go.
There you go. Ooh, what the? Well, that's cool. I didn't know it could do that.
Okay, so instead of rolling the Mind Blast move itself.
Oh, what's the Mind Blast move? I don't know. Do you have a Mind Blast move?
Telepathic Mind Blast.
That's a power that you have. It's not an actual like move of its own. It's just
okay. So
it's your powers, but you're using the basic move of defend. It's just that you're doing it through your powers. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's color text.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Ghost Girl. Roll Savior. 7. Hit. So, defend. When you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, roll Savior. NPC threats on a hit, you keep them. Well, this is NPC. 7/9, you cost you blah, blah, blah. For PC threats. No. NPC threats, you keep them safe and choose one. 7 to 9, it costs you. You expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. You can choose from add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. I think you already have influence over Harry.
What does add a team to the pool mean?
If you look over in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen there's a little thingy.
Right, so it's sort of like putting a chit in the pool.
Yeah, and anytime anybody wants to help, there's no rolling to help or anything like that. All you have to do is just say you help and say how you help, and you take a point out of the pool and give you the +1. Yeah, so you're increasing the strength of the team bond, so to speak, by doing this.
Yep. Adding it to the pool.
Okay, sounds good to me. I will.
We should really use those points, just by the way.
Well,
Now might be a good time to do that.
They've been slowly accumulating because you guys haven't fought in a little while. So you get one at the beginning of every session. So they've been
And we're about to get 1 to 4.
Oh, yeah. But Joy says enough time passed where those previously accumulated team points would dissipate. There's a when time passes move, so
there is a when time passes. I wanted it to be more than it's really only been like a day or two between each one. You guys have been in contact the whole time and really kind of building the team, so I'm okay with it. It's going to get high here for a little bit. I acknowledge that, but
you expect us to be spending some of those points tonight?
Well, maybe not tonight, but soon. And I'm not. The whole when you face a thing together thing is a little weird because you guys are spread out, but I think the majority of you will be here at the graveyard soon enough.
At the graveyard.
Yeah. Okay.
Leaving room to deal with toilet paper man.
So that puts you at risk though. So I'm going to have you, because you're facing off against this thing and blasting him, and you're driving him back, but all of the lightning and stuff, rather than reaching out for him, it sort of concentrates and comes in towards you. It wasn't who it was originally going to be going after, but on the 7 to 9 when you do the defend, it exposes you to danger. So I am going to ask you. There's another move here called Take a Powerful Blow, which all you need to do on your character sheet to take a powerful blow is roll. There's a dice roll thing on the top right next to conditions, which you don't have any. So you just roll that basically. You're trying to get low. And our answer here is, where did it go?
7.
Somehow I lost there it is.
7 and 7.
7 is not terrible. Let's look at the results here. Take a powerful blow. When you take a powerful blow, roll plus your conditions. On 7 to 9, choose 1. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, and your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. So you refuse to give... I
think that's what she's going to do.
You refuse to give ground, and you refuse to lash out at Harry.
Yeah, I think she's feeling guilty because this is my problem. And probably angry this point.
That's fair. So go ahead and check those.
Yep.
Do you make any noise? How do you react to this stuff playing over you? And it's just, you haven't been consciously aware of the fact that you don't really feel things as sharply as you did once upon a time, but this hurts. So what do you? How does this look when this stuff hits you?
She will look like she's gonna collapse, and then just sort of steels herself, and she might like, oh my. She can't curse.
She can't curse. So, and you may not have noticed this, but Harry, you noticed this. When the lightning hits her, it kind of coils around her and actually starts dragging her towards the armored person. She's she's not exactly touching the ground, so it's not so much dragging her, but it does seem to bring her closer, and she does become less opaque. She becomes more see-through. She was basically a perfectly normal girl until this stuff started happening, and she actually seemed to fade out a little bit when this stuff hit her. What do you do?
I think I try to go up and
I lost go up.
because
I heard go up and I didn't get anything after that.
go up and kind of whack him.
All right, just like with your fist or plow into him or what's it look like?
Probably more than fist if he's armored.
Okay. What's
Since
your
I'm kind of
go ahead?
what's going on with Ghost Girl and with the lightning and everything. Not good for her to get closer to the glowing guy.
Are you trying to take him down, or are you trying to like sort of break this lightning link that he's got with her?
Break the lightning link.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll savior then, since you're defending her against this thing. Whoa! Oh, that's right. Your savior's really high right now, isn't it? Okay, defend.
Sweet.
10 plus. You don't expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. You can add team to the pool. You can take influence. You can clear a condition if you want to, with this move.
I will add team to the pool.
Okay. Well, we're getting a lovely team build up here. I'm terrified. A little bit scared. Link. This thing is coming, and this skin leather stuff is like gesticulating wildly around around its head, and so on and so forth. It's getting closer, and yeah, I'm just picturing angry squids of hate. But anyway, coming at you. What do you let it come on? What do you do?
I'm totally unimpressed by this thing. And I got a phone in my hand. I'm like, do you know the girl who dropped this phone? I'm guessing yes.
She's been taken care of.
Where is she?
Oh.
I heard. Was that Dave? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor creepy little tentacle head thing. You poor.
Are you trying to provoke him?
Where is she?
Hello.
Hello.
Time to go flush yourself.
Better question.
So Joyce is dead.
Good game, everyone. It was good while it lasted.
Crap, something happened.
Okay, somebody graduated in 74. They were probably born in
58. 55.
Graduated high school
what?
or
High school or
college?
college? Oh, okay.
started college in
So
1970.
55, 51.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I don't even know what happened. Something went. I heard a big static crack, and then suddenly I lost all sound and mic, and everything. It was awesome. Okay.
Mike, are you still here?
No, you never lost me.
Okay.
Okay. Was that just me, or did you guys have audio?
It was just you.
All
It's
right.
just you.
Good. All right.
Once.
No, my mic cracked. Like not mic, but the microphone. Anyway, I mean, I lost. Never mind. It's confusing.
We knew what you mean.
Oh, good.
I was making a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Everyone makes that joke.
All right. All right. What the hell? Oh, you guys said, where is she? And said,
He repeated one more. I heard she's been taken care of it. I asked one more time,
oh,
where is she?
I'll be happy to take you to her. And then like the straps come whistling at you.
Okay. So at this point, we find out why Link's strongest allies is friends, because an electric car runs the sky down.
That's awesome.
Auto's going to come out of nowhere. And the thing about cars is like, unless they're gasoline, they don't make noise.
Electric cars, silent but deadly.
Yeah, they really are. Have you guys heard that they're actually like
Yes,
the
they add a
Honda-
rattle.
they're adding a noise to the Honda so people like realize that they're there. Anyway, so I think that's directly engaged. Why don't you?
Does this seem like reasonably like hot-blooded without hedging bets?
Yeah, sure.
I'm moving danger up, and I'm going to say savior down.
Okay, we're not about protecting right now. We're about
Hitting someone with your car.
hitting something with your car.
All right, so I just posted
Vehicular
Terry Tucker
manslaughter.
for you.
Yeah,
All right, 14.
I saw the picture. That's a good picture. A 14?
No, I posted him. He's on my list now.
Oh, nice. Holy cats, man. Jeez Louise.
All right. On hit
Woohoo!
trade blows,
Pow!
on 10 plus, I'm going to pick resist or avoid blows, and I'm going to take something from him. If I can basically immobilize him under auto, that would be great.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. That seems really good.
All right. So
All right.
what does this happen?
Yeah, so yeah, Otto just and he kind of shifts a little bit when he hits. The front grill kind of crunches a little bit. But it's like reaching and the tendrils are coming. And Link's not even moving, and suddenly the car is just like wham. And he shifts a little bit, so he kind of like dog piles on top. He goes on top of him, but then kind of dog piles on him, and it's like, okay, I've got the creepy thing over here.
All right.
I just,
My power's my friends. Now, where is she?
God, yeah.
Wow, that sounded very anime.
Have you seen my icon?
He's
Hold on.
he just keeps shifting
He's a-
between various anime icons for Link. So
He's a young teenager who has an anthropomorphic car. Of course he's anime.
And a robot girlfriend in a sailor suit.
You know, that's the only thing that program will let me do. Okay, that's not my choice. You think I'm joking? That's actually true.
Okay. Wow, I don't know. I gotta figure. I'm looking at.
Like he gets to make an immediate villain move. I assume you're looking for that.
Yeah, I want to find the right one though, and. Yes.
Like, ideally, he would just like phase away and lead me to the graveyard or something like that.
We took her where she will be safe from being poisoned by that ghost girl anymore.
Yeah, where's that?
Damn it!
Ew,
It didn't have any effect on him. No effect on him whatsoever. He's going to try and throw. Well, I don't know. We're going to pause right there because it's 10:30. Where is that? Doesn't he just walks right past the whole thing about Ghost Girl. It's terrifying. So
This is Link. He is like laser focused, man.
laser focused, more like semi truck
He
coming
came
down on a
for-
squirrel. Semi truck
Or
on a
fo-
squirrel
or focus
focus.
laser is the case.
I'm sorry, Link. Aren't you the bull, anyways?
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah. There's no surprise. I'm not saying any of this is a surprise. None of this is a surprise. Okay. So where is that? Last thing there. Ghost Girl hit by the lightning. Harry knocks the guy back, and we get one more shot of the hovercraft as it's coming in. Like it's the helicopter shot from the movies where the thing is like about 4 blocks away and like coming in, like for the straight, but that's where you're coming in. You can see the lightning flash. You can see kind of the glow around the graveyard, and you're heading down towards that stuff. Jason and Concord, and there's a lone dark figure kind of on the street that had been walking off the street and up into the cemetery, and sort of pauses as though it heard the hovercraft coming, and turns around and looks at you. And you're too far away to see anything, but it mouths something. One word.
Run. Run.
I like Rosebud.
Rosebud, no. And then raises a finger up to its forehead as it's glaring up at you.
Why
I'm
that
sorry,
guy just?
Can you say that again, Joyce? You were cutting up there for
And
me.
it raises a finger up to its forehead as it's up to its temple as you approach. And we're gonna stop right there.
Oh,
Sorry, it's 10:30.
Somebody has school tomorrow.
We're gonna start with combat, so things are gonna be happening next time. Well,
Points will be spent.
I don't know what we're gonna start with Link. We're gonna start with a strangling octopus under a car.
My plan, like, if he doesn't just like say go to the cemetery, I really apologize for all this. I'm pretty much gonna grab him by those tendrils and like drag him behind my car. But I'm.
Well, yeah. The thing is, that isn't where she's at. We'll figure that out. And that's sometimes I have to stop because I need to figure out what the hell the NPCs are going to do next.
That's also fair.
Something else that really makes this game remind me of Amber sometimes. Hey, I haven't stopped the game for 15 minutes to tell you guys to talk amongst yourselves so I can go take a shower at least.
That's true.
I used to
wait for that at the beginning of the game. Usually.
I used to do that all the damn time. It was like the best way to take a quick break. I was like, okay, you guys talk for a little bit. I'm going to take a shower. And then I'd come back out with a really awesome idea and we'd keep going. Terry Tucker, Cornell University International Agricultural and Rural Development. He's really better with Africa. All right. And that is where we're going to stop.